Hello everybody, I have just started this stream, so let me just check first. All of these things are working or not. Okay, we are live and I am just turning off the audio, the same audio that I was receiving from the mic. Okay, now I have stopped it. Okay, I think now we are ready to start the live stream. Okay. Okay, so what we are going to do in this live stream? This is the Amboo project. This is public on the GitHub, and I worked on this project last year. As you can see, my last commit on this from 2021, 4th July, and now it's August 2022. So more than 1 year ago, I was working on this project. Here we can say 14 months ago. Okay. So and the first commit that I did was October 14th, which is more than okay, October 14th, 2022. 2020, okay, sorry. This is more than 2 years ago. I start working on this project, and from 1 year I haven't worked on this project. So now I am starting to create some live stream for this project. What was this project? I can show you. This is here documentation. Okay. Here is the project Amboo project. Amboo is a Google material design free and open source HTML, CSS and JavaScript library that I was creating. And this is the whole thing that I created with this. Like we have the getting started page where you can see how to use this CSS. You can use CSS with this link. You can use this link to use the CSS Amboo CSS, and you can use this to use the Amboo JavaScript. And in this project, this is material design project, so I use the material icons from Google, so you can use these material icons from this link. Okay, so this is the how to you can get started, and these are the components that I currently support. Like my this Amboo project currently support app bar. You can create the app bar. These are the classes for app bar, and this is the demo of app bar that you can see on the top of this Amboo website itself. App bar, the leading icon, the title and subtitle wrapper for this title, and we have title, subtitle, and trailing for this side of part, and we have app drawer. This is this part, and I don't have the documentation for this yet, and I will create all the documentation for this, and I have to work on the many things, and I don't know from where we are today going to start. So let's just see. We have app drawer that you can see here. We have buttons, and I have documentation for button. We have 3 type of button: content button, outlined button, and text button. Here you can see 3 types of button, 5 sizes: extra small, small, default, medium. You can, for this, using this, we don't need any extra class, so this why it is called default medium. And we have large and we have extra large. Okay, and we have button colors. We have 9 colors, which include default, primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, info, white, and black. And then we have button with icons, so you can use 4 combination of icons, like from in the left, in the right, and I have the 4th combination, which was the on left, right, both sides, but I think I just removed that. Yes, 4 combination of icons means no icons, then left side icon, then right side icon, and then only icon. So these are the 4 combination of button. Okay, so with all these things you can create 540 unique buttons. Okay, that's many more that we don't need. So all of these are the documentation which class you need to use for creating different types of button. So all the classes are very similar to the Bootstrap classes like btn and that these all. Okay, now we have avatars like the circular image, the small, the medium, the large, and the photos are not loading for medium side. Okay, let me reload again. Yes, here it is. So why it is not loading here? Okay, here we get the profile icon, the large icon, the medium icon, the small icon, and this is based on the your image size. Okay, so these are the classes for the avatars. Then we have card, like you can create the card, the post size card. These are all the different types of card. These are the empty cards on the bottom. We have the header and then main body, then the footer part. So and then we have model. Like example of model is with these are the HTML to use to create the model, and the example is here. You can see when I click on the login button, you can see the login model in the middle appearing on top of everything. So this is the called model. Okay, so here I don't have any model demo, but the same thing. Okay, and then we have forms coming soon, and I don't think I have created anything for forms, or maybe let me open this quick. Okay, open the VS Code, and I don't think I have this project in my desktop. Okay, I don't have, so I need to clone this repository from GitHub, from Momin Raza slash Amboo. Okay, here it is, and I am going to save this in the web folder I have here. Okay, let's open this. Okay, here we go. So this is the dev HTML that I am using for creating all types of element that our Amboo CSS is supporting currently. And this is the readme file. We don't need this yet. This is the all CSS for Amboo, and this is the all CSS, and this is JavaScript for Amboo. So this is the compiled CSS, and this is the SCSS that I worked on, and this SCSS will compile into this CSS. Okay, so I don't think that I have the extension of SCSS installed on my computer as well, because I haven't worked on this project for last 1 year. SAS live compiler, I think this was the live SAS compiler is in the preview, and why it is have the underline on the name. Okay, this extension is deprecated. Use the new live SAS compiler. Okay, this is the new live SAS compiler. Okay, this is the same compiler forked and added some new features. Okay, let Yes, I have unloaded installed it but disabled it. Let's enable it. Okay, now live SAS compiler is enabled. Okay, I think now we are good to go. And this the all the docs part, documentation part is here. I am I am very confused right now. Let me open this with live server. Does both of these are same or are different? Like where this is the Amboo folder is served from. Let me open the GitHub and go to my momindaja.github.io. This is the website from the GitHub. The website momindaja.dev. Okay. Then here inside the Amboo repository, I have all the documentation for this project. So I don't have the Amboo repository here. So what does that mean is that the Amboo project itself coming from the Amboo repository. Okay. So like let me open the components. So this is coming from the Amboo / component / app bar. Okay. So like in the doc folder itself, component folder and this folder. I think this is right. But I don't know how these things are working. Like I set up all of these things and currently I don't know how these all things are working. So I need some time to completely understand what I was creating at that time. In about section, I don't have anything. In support section, in contribute section, we have the issues tab. Okay, this is good. And this is also good. Okay. Theme, Jekyll theme, Cayman. Okay. What does this mean for us? I don't know. Okay. 404 get started page index page coming soon image. I am not getting anything. Like my mind is completely empty right now. Okay. So these are the properties. These are the components. And this is the main CSS that defining all of these things. These are the components that I support. These are the properties. And this is the main upper level classes. Okay. This is JS. We have very less JS only for toggling the model and toggling the app drawer menu and toggling the sub menu. Okay. Why? This is the sub menu. This is okay. Okay, that's it. Only the 3JS functions. Okay, no. Yes, this is the compiled CSS that will be compiled by from this amboo.css file, amboo.scss file. And here I am using all the files I am importing. Okay, this is right. Why it's have too many errors here? MS grid columns. Why this is showing the error? Is this the right CSS property? Does this exist or not? This is for the Microsoft grid, but like for supporting the old Edge browsers or for Mozilla Firefox. I don't know. This is for non-standard property. This is only for Edge browser. Okay. So for adding the support for Edge browser, this is got added, but for all other browsers will understand this thing. So this will be ignored by other browsers itself. So we don't need to care about these errors because this CSS is completely created by the SAS compiler. So we'll just only need to focus on this SCSS file. Okay. And now I don't know where to go from here. Let me create some goals that we need to. Yes, these are all the components. Okay. App drawer, app bar, app drawer, buttons, fab. Yes, I don't show you fab. These are the fabs. You can position fab in the bottom right corner or in the bottom middle, bottom center position. Icon positions. Fab has 3 icon position: left, right. Oh, this is the icon position inside the fab. Fab position. This is the fab position that we are talking about. Fab has 2 fab position. Yes, middle, like in the bottom center, and in the bottom right. This is the default position. Okay. And fab labels, we have 7 label of fab, 1 2, like these labels of fab. So okay, and the fab icon position like this in the left side, in the right, that we don't have any example, and only icon that we have here. Okay, and we have 2 sizes of fab: small fab, large fab. And main fab is large and other fab are small. Okay, the main fab is large and other fab are small. Like this size is, I think, is getting from the fab level, fab L1 to L6. From all of these will be small and the main fab will be the large. These are the sizes. Okay. Okay, this is the documentation for fab. Avatars we show model, form, and list. List is simply the list which have avatar, then title, subtitle, and the trailing icons. We can add buttons and anything else. Okay. Then we have properties. Radius property. With radius property, we can define the radius of anything. And then we have color properties. The documentation I haven't created yet, but it is like similar to the buttons property. Buttons, we have 8 colors for buttons, like all the other elements also can get the color. Size property is also the same as in the buttons. We have sizes, shadow. This thing I think I didn't create it yet. As we can see here in the SAS properties, we don't have the shadow yet. Okay. Grid, I have created the grid. This is the examples of grid. We have 12 grid system. We have the variable grid system, like very type of grid system. I will explain you these in the other videos, because first of all I need to understand this, how these were working last time when I created this. Like I write the all the things here, so I can easily understand where I was working, so I can go ahead and start working on the more things from here. Okay, so I think this is the all overview part is complete. Now I have to create something. So for this, what I was creating earlier, I need to just go to the main project and see the last commits what I was doing. I created remove the min CSS and JavaScript file. Yes, I removed this min CSS and JavaScript file because JS deliver. The CDN we are using the JS deliver and itself provide the min file. If we have the CSS file, then it will automatically create the min CSS file for us. So we don't need to create the min file ourselves. So it will be automatic. That's why I just remove this. And this is the main reason why I removed the min CSS file. Like the dash dash white variable, it was converting it to dash dash hashtag FFF. Like this is understanding white as a color and converting it to the hash color. So that's why it was giving some error. So that's why I decided to remove this min CSS file. Okay, enough. Edit color option. Okay, let me see it here. I just added what is this b dash color and then set color. Okay, c dash color, then set color, background color and color, content color and background color. These are the two things that I added. Okay, okay, this is something that I need to understand. Okay, so here I can get it that I was working on the color docs title edited. What is this? Added 404 HTML, then okay, just minimize this 404. Okay, app bar components. Okay, not enough, not much, to talk about, okay, just edited the titles. Okay, like I was working on the docs. Okay, merge branch master into the master. Wow, how can anyone merge the branch master into the master? How many branches do I have? Currently I have only one branch. Okay, maybe I created some branch earlier and then I deleted. Moved Amboo docs to here. Okay, I moved all the documents from the git dot like the mominaja.github.io repository to here. So how I am able to serve this file to this documentation page? I not understanding anything. Like we are serving the only docs folder. So how this thing is working? I need to understand it. Oh, currently I am not signed in, so that's why I think I am seeing the less options. Okay, let me sign in. Okay, let me put the verification code first. Okay, here we go. 0874. Okay, now I can see the main thing what was happening there. Go to settings and go to pages. Okay, I was serving here the docs folder into the master branch. Okay, so in my master branch the docs folder is serving, so that's why when I am using the my main website URL, then adding the my repository URL Amboo, this is the that URL, so I am serving the docs folder inside the Amboo project. Okay, this is the thing. GitHub pages work like this. Okay, I got it. Okay, this is the same, so that's why I was confused there. Okay, now what I need to do, I have these components, I have these properties, how to use, and JS part, documentation part. I think all of these are right. Now I need to open the this dev HTML file with the live server. Okay, so here we go. Just load the JavaScript part from where you are going to load the JavaScript. In this in the dev.html file, I have everything, like all the thing that this project supports. So that's why I can create the new things and see the new thing dot conflict, not conflict with the old thing that I already created. So what, this is taking too much to load. What it is loading? It is loading. Oh, it is trying to load the Amboo min.css file. Okay, which is I just deleted, and it is also trying to load the JavaScript file, but the not compiled file. Okay, so I need to rename it here. Okay, this was the error. Okay, cool. Okay, everything is start working. And what is it here? I am using the Roboto font, so this is not a big deal. Then I am using CSS. Okay, this I already covered. Then we are using the material icons. This thing I already provide in the documentation, so this is also covered. Then we have the all the elements. There are very large. Okay, let me just first start collapsing things. This the avatar start here, then button starts here, then cards start here, then fab start here, list starts here, radius starts here, grid starts here, typography starts here, then model starts here. Okay, that's it. Then we can have like this page is like combination of all pages. Okay, so the links are not working because this is just dev page for me to work on other things. Okay, so basically when I worked on these things, I just comment out the all other section that I not currently dealing with, then I just uncomment the part after I was done working. Like in the long term I need to also create the same folder here in the dev. I may create a dev folder here, something like the similar to docs folder, and start working from there. So like the both two parts will work together. Whatever. For how long we are doing the live? For last 30 minutes. Yes, we are live from last 30 minutes, and no one is watched our live. Okay, no problem. I am not doing this for anyone to watch anyway. Okay, I am doing all of this because I enjoy doing this. That's why I am doing all of these things. Like I created this project for my la- last 2 years, like not from the in the last year, but earlier. Oh, whatever I was saying. Like I worked on this project 2 years straight. Then I stopped working on this project for 1 year. Now I am starting again to work on this project. Okay, and I will work on all the parts here. Okay, this is the very good, very good things. Very good things here. Very good thing there. Nothing new here. Wow. I don't know what I am doing here. I don't know what I am doing here. But why I am singing? This is also I don't know. Okay. To watching. Who else is watching? JHC Lose. James Clues. James Clues. Okay, James Clues is watching our project. Okay. This is good. Someone watching our project. And no one has forked our project. And the star, I think, from my side. Okay. Star was from my side. Okay. So after this live, I am assuming that I will get more stars and forks, or maybe badge, maybe, and maybe someone create issues and someone creates pull requests with their own ideas and with their own time. Okay. Okay, I don't understand what we need to do now. What should I do now? In this complete live stream, I am just talking about what to do, but I am not doing anything. Okay, just okay, just stick here for some time, so I will get some ideas about what I was doing earlier. Oh, now why I have edited all the files? Oh, I think I did the indent of the complete file, and this is not right. Like this, if I save this file, this will also get some indentation more. Okay, so I need to remove the indentation to indentation. Okay, so let's go to the settings. Then I think I change the some settings for indent tab size. Okay, I think this is the light place. Just make it 2 and click on save. No, not working. So this was the not right place. So leave it for. Then I think in the extensions we have pre-tier extension that do every formatting, all formatting for us. So I think we may have tab thing here. Yes, tab width, make it 2 and 2 is default. Okay, I think this is right. Let me save again. Yes, yes. Working, working. Already not modified, not modified, not modified. Okay, only one modifying. The I remove just min. Okay, no problem. This the cool. Okay, now just commit this change first. Fixed dot min file not exists anymore. Okay, this is the right commit. I think it describes the thing that I done. Okay, not syncing right away. Now we have the Amboo CSS file. Here I am doing some importing some utilities. Yeah, these are the utilities. Okay, here I have the colors utility. Then I have color utility again. What is this? I have colors. Then I have, maybe this is like a class in the SCSS thing where I defined. Okay, something like this. Oh, this is the list. This is a list of colors. So that's why we can use the loop on the color and we can create. Okay, you are getting what I am saying? So that's we can create the CSS variable with for all of these color by using the loop. Okay, I get it. Then we have the media query breakpoints. Then we have Z indexes for different components. Then we have functions to create the on color. Okay, like what will be the right color on the black, or what will is the right color on the danger. So that's why this will create all the colors for us by itself. Okay, let me give a minute. I have to shut down my another laptop. Okay, okay, so where we are? Okay, we are here working on the on function. Okay, like on whatever color we write here, we do these things. Okay, then we have set BC current. This change the background color. Then we have set OC current. What this does? OC, set OC, maybe set on color, no, border color. This is setting the border color. Oh, I think I use this O for outline. Oh, I already used the B for background, so I not again use the B for border, so that's why I use O for outline. Okay, this set the outline color. Okay, this I used in the buttons outline. This is the outline of this button. Outline button, for outline button I use this function. Okay, then we have the box. Okay, this just create the box with height and width, and this is useful in the creating the squares. If we pass only one value in the height, so that it will always create the square. Okay, this is right. So where this mixin is useful, I don't know, because this mixin is like only for the development part. Maybe this will use. Okay, whatever. Then in the Amboo, after utilities, we have some resets. Okay, we reset all the margin, padding, and box sizing to border box. Okay, then we use the some font family. Then we do the set background for background. Like, what does this do? Okay, whatever background color it is setting for the body background. Let me go to the set background. Okay, not working. Okay, set bc doing the changing the background color, and also changing the color based on the on function that I already created here, which is using the lightness of the color. This is the predefined function from css as css. Okay, then we using the importing the body. This is the body. What we have in body, like for main section, some css for main section and main active. This main active is when the sidebar is active. Like, this is the main and this is main active. Okay, then we have media queries for laptop, for tablet. Okay, like all these are things for app drawer and the main part. So maybe we can simply leave it as body, because this is the body part below the app bar, and this has two things, app drawer and the main part. So like this is controlling the both of these things, so that's why we called it body. Okay, good. Then after body we start importing the components. We import the app bar, then app drawer, then card, then list, buttons, avatars, material icons. What I did mean material icons? Components, material icons. Okay, I defined the some size for material icons. Okay, and the dark and light color. Okay, and inactive and active. Okay, the simple things, very basic things. Okay, not use. Then we have tab, model, form. Did I did anything in form? Okay, I have something in form. Okay, I was not seeing this login. Here it is. I already have created something, added some CSS in the form, like the width 100% and like the border part. No, I don't do the border part. So what I did in here, like I did the 100% width part, then input shared. this is the same thing will be used in the all the inputs. So here we have the start the input. So like I just forget some SCSS things, so that's why I am having the I taking the time to understand in the one go. Okay, so here we start, from here we start, like we have input, then we have used the all these classes here with the extend function, extend extending this class here, all these property will be used here. Then with input which have checkbox on radio, then this will be displayed in the inline, and this will be using the width and height. Okay, like, and the example is here. These are three example of this thing. Okay, then we have the select and text area. These two are also same as input, but they don't have the other checkbox and radio part, so that's why I created the input shared, then use it in the two position. Okay, very right, very basic, not at all, not hard at all. Okay, so I don't have any example of input drop down select, like select and text area. So I need to create the examples. Okay, so I think this is the my next task, to create documentation for form. Okay, here in the components create documentation for form. Okay, get it. I think the development file is behind the document file. This is the very okay. Here we have the form file, and this is saying the coming soon. Okay, why this is loading for too long? Okay, no problem, whatever. Then we have, okay, we have all of these, then we imported the all the properties that we can use any of with any of these components, like all the properties will work in the combination with these all of these components, like work with most of these components, that we can say. We have typography. Oh, I don't show you the typography part is very interesting. Oh, here it is, like we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, all the headings from H1 to H6, then we have subtitle to subtitles, then body 1, body 2, then button, then caption, then overline. Or these are all the classes for these things. H1 to H6, then H1, H2, B1, B2, BCO, button, caption, and overline. Okay, very simple, very basic, and very useful. Then we have radius, color, grid, flex, align. And I also don't have any documentation for flex. Did I have? No. Did I use flex here itself? No. So I think I don't have anything in the flex property. Let me see. Yes, I created something in the flex. What? Never uses. No. Dot flex. Then we have flex column, flex row. And in the grid we have grid. Then inside grid we have grid laptop, grid tablet, grid mobile. Okay. Okay, not understanding. Going from the going from going bouncer. just just going bouncer, all of these things. Like I created and I am not understanding all of these things. Okay, okay, good enough. Okay, so I think we have completed the introduction part. Now we can start working on something. From where from where we can start, I think we can start by removing this floating action button from the middle, okay? Because this is distracting more than anything else. Oh, app drawer, avatars, buttons. Let's just comment out the web section. Where is the avatar button web? Okay, no, don't comment both web. Just comment. Oh, I didn't add these inside a div. Okay, no problem. Here we go. Here we go. Here we. These are the middle one. Yes, these are the middle ones. Okay, let me save it. Okay, web from the middle is gone. Now what we have to do? Like we have to create a new section here of all of these things, and maybe we can start from the top. Let's create a new section and add a comment for start form and okay. Let's create h1 with h1 class. Okay, like why I have these classes when we can already style the h1 with h1, because we can use now the span or any other elements as h1. Like I am adding form here. Okay, like it was the span element, but it is showing in the h1 format. Okay, so that's why I use this h1 classes. This is the my motivation bit. Okay, I need to enable one more plugin extension, which is the tag editor. Tag auto tag rename. Yes, this is the just enable it. I already have installed. Okay, now it will help me editing both the tag at the same time. Like I can use the p or I can use h1. So this is very helpful when working with the html. Okay, nothing fancier here, but it is taking too much time to load, so I think I need to comment the this part because it has the images, then which part has the images. Okay, cards part. Where is the card? Cards has list. I am not seeing the card. Okay, here we have card. Okay, commented cards. Then what we have left? List also has the images. Okay. Then we have nothing else. Okay. Now it will not take too much time to load. Every time I reload this, I pick some, it is taking some time. Okay, so I need to remove the image from the header itself. Okay, go here. Here we go. Here we go. Where is the header? It app drawer. Here we have the header. Okay, just comment this, or maybe comment this whole part. Okay, now it is instant. Okay, now in the form, what we need to do? Where is the form? Here. Then below we have the paragraph with s1 class, and here we can write form. Not like this. Just go here and go to components and form. What we had nothing here. Okay, we also have nothing in the other as well. Okay, so we don't need the s1. Like I am creating this part of development as that I can just use copy the all the development part and paste in the docs part, then it will be good to go. That's why I am using these things that way. Okay, no problem. So just start the thing from the development point of view, not from the docs of point of view. Okay, and so that's what we have. Maybe have a input with text input, then we may have some input buttons. Okay, input button may have submit text in it. We may have select, just name it select. Okay, just ignore the id for now. Then we may have options. Option have value 1, tab 1. Let's duplicate it. 4, 3, 2. Let's change the values. Okay, let's see how all of this will work with our. Okay, we have form, we have submit, we have 1. Okay, like this will work great with in combination of like grid or something, because without grid or something it is taking the 100% of bit, is not, which is not ideal in any case at all. So what we can do to fix it, like input button is also taking the whole width. Let's try to give it class, some class of button. Okay, it is now button. and let's make it primary. Okay, now it has submit button. The thing is that I have an extension enabled which is called HTML CSS support, and it is not working right away. I may need to style defined in base.html is also available in component in home.html. Okay, what is this? Style.css. All local links point to the same file which is in the root of workspace folder. Okay, I don't know how this works. Maybe just close and open it again. Maybe it will work. Like I need the yes, it is start working. This is what I was saying. The autocomplete for our own classes name in VS Code is very good extension. This is so primary. Okay, now we have button primary. Okay, this is good. Let's move it to the bottom so it will make some sense. Okay, we need to start the open live server again. Yes, it is working. Let me copy paste these examples here so it will be easy for me. Where is these examples? Just toggle model. So where is the model? Here we have the model. Okay, here it is the form card body. What all of these things? Model card. Okay, I am understanding something. Something, only something. Not everything right now. Just put it here and yes, this is more of polished. This is looking more polished. Okay. Okay, then we can have dot card div and we can remove it from here and add a div here as well. Okay, this is right. But why I have done and close button here? And why even I have this on click function? Why even I have this close button at all? Just remove the card footer from here. We can use this in the just remove these two from here and put them here. Okay, I think now this works great and we can move it here. So this will work similar to all of other. Okay, now this is more of a good thing. Okay, now I think what I think is that remove it from here, move it just here. What this div is doing? This is the cardboard div, okay? Not something that I should care about. We can use labels with other all the fields, okay? So now I can remove this text because we have this text here to test. Move this select in the bottom, and I also need to test one more thing, the text area part. Text area, name it just text area, and just remove the id part itself. Okay, it is also working fine. Okay, what the resizing part is not good. We don't need to allow this. Okay, I will try to fix it if I can fix it with only CSS. Otherwise, we can leave it for the later JavaScript part. Okay, can we use label with the selects? Label for we don't need for if we put the label in the our input field inside the label, so we don't need to put anything. Okay, yes, then we can use simply add the text. Select your option, very generic message. Okay, then we can do the same thing here. Label not for anything, enter your long text here, very generic message. Oh, why okay, this is good enough. Now what I was thinking of, let's go to the CSS and go to the component form, and after width let's add the max width of maybe 400 pixel. Okay, it is not compiling right away, so what we need to do, okay, here is the batch CSS button. What it will do, it is watching warning. We have some warnings, more warnings. Okay, let me expand this. You probably won't mean to use the color value white in interpolation here. It may end up represented as white, which will likely reproduce invalid CSS. Allow quote colors names when using them as a string or map as key example white. If you really want to use the color value here, use quote plus dollar name. I am not understanding. Yes, this is the same warning again and again. for colors, white color, mainly for white color. Okay, no problem. It is watching, and where it is generating the CSS file, it is generating all the CSS file here in the SCSS folder itself. Okay, so I think the setting is not right for, so let me just stop watching, and now just go to the settings. Just for delete these two files that we not need, because this is not what we do here. Okay, go to the settings and go to the extension. In the extension, what do I need to do where it is the live SAS compiler here, auto prefix, force based directories, format generate map. Here live compiler. Why my these settings are not synced from my previous time? Why I need to do it all of this again? Just remove it, go there, like show attachment, show output window on, watch on launch, partial list, include items, generate map, formats, base directory. Base directory, compile on watch, auto prefix. These are not all the settings. Just go here. Okay, let me search how to change the settings. I just forgot. Hmm. Yes, here we go. Here we can define how to. Okay. Okay. Save path. Okay, just search. Change source. Yes, live size compiler change output folder. Okay, how to customize the live size compiler setting for CSS. Okay, go with it. Okay, this is the thing. Formats. Yes, this is the thing that I think I need to. Live SAS compiler, not autofix. Dot settings. What we have. the save path. Show announcement root is workspace. What option we have? Auto prefix, compile, execute, list for formats. Yes, formats. This is what I need. Format expanded, extension name.css, save path. This is what I need to provide to the like dot slash css. Save path replacement pairs null. A set key of value pairs. When a key is found in the save path, it is replaced with the value node if this step happen after save path has applied. What does this mean? I don't understand, so that's why I am not going to use it. This is very simple. Now what is the error here? Must start with any of these things. Okay, now let me again start the there is the amboo.css, watch SAS, and see where it is got compiled to SAS folder. Okay, it just modify it. What edited here? What is did is remove the all the it removed the many things from the previous. Okay, it removed some space and some prefixes for like the older browser fix. It removed. Okay, so it is not right thing because this will lead us to. And why it is changed here? It just changed this color from hash code to RGB. Why? I am not understanding it. Why it is preferring only this color in the hash code and all other colors are in the hash code. It is accepting but not the RGB color. I don't know. Okay, so I think this SAS compiler is not what I should. Believe on. I'm not going to commit this until I will fix all of these issues with this compiler. And whatever it is happening, it is something related to the settings itself, like setting auto prefix 1% more last two versions. Auto prefix will auto add prefix like WebKit and Moz. Okay, this is the thing that I need to enable auto prefix. I think this will fix some problems that we are facing right now. Live auto prefix. Automatically add vendor prefix unsupported CSS property that it transform ms transform. Specify buffer target with an array of string. Uses browser lets incorrect type accepted one of array या boolean या फिर null. Okay, it expects array, so that's why just give him the array and save it. Then we need to give him I think I should let me start. Okay, let me check if Amboo CSS the thing with where it is the yes in the trans lidx webkit. It not at it yet. Okay, let me add. Okay, I browser list git not found. I don't know what setting I was using previously. Expanded या फिर compare.cs quick status bar controls setting section auto prefix support auto prefix type boolean or string default string false true browser list string packet. Okay, I think I was using something from here. Okay, what is up? What is up, guys? Or maybe I was not using live SAS compiler at all, and I was using the SAS like the terminal SAS with writing commands. I think I was using that type of setup previously when I was working on this. Maybe, or I don't know what, because this is not working. Okay, for now I am stopping everything. Like, I am not going to commit it, so don't worry much about it. Just complete what we started, just like the width part. Okay, width part is working. Not give so much attention to it for now, because we are not going to committing it to the repository. So just yes, here is the max width. Not 400 pixel is very less. Let's make it 6. Yes, maybe someone will need to use the large width, someone may need to use the small. Okay, so we need to create some classes. Okay, got it. Okay, like if we have input or maybe whatever it is, can I do it here like this? And we do this. Yes, and okay, dot what? Dot large dot full. We can create dot full, like fully of fill. Dot fill will be great. Class name. Okay, let me just add this to the HTML files first. Let's start from here. Let's duplicate it 4 times. We don't have any class name at all right now. Okay, okay, we don't have bit. So do we need to add the bit property in the flex in the input itself, or we can use the flex or grid here? I think just remove it from here and just remove it from here. We are not going to do anything. Let's just try something here itself, like we can use grid itself, then inside the grid we can use grid 1 to 8. Okay, we have many properties, like I am using grid 8 for this one. What will be the output? Same, no problem. If I am using 7, then what is happening there? Okay, just you stop and live server you start. Okay, not happening anything. Let me understand how the grid part was working at first place. Grid can have 8 columns without specifying device size, but with device size specification there are downgrades and upgrades. Downgrades. Okay, let me fix this spelling first. This is more important than development. Downgrades and upgrades. Okay. Okay, now we are here, so we can see how the grid part was working. Okay, we have grid and grid 2. Grid 2 means it is dividing the all things in the two part. Then we have grid items. Okay, this is the structure we follow. Okay, I created this all things and I am not getting it. Okay, no problem. It grid item not showing, not working. What is this behavior? Yep, grid item. Okay. Then we have grid. Then we have grid 2. Okay. Let me go to the grid. Okay. We are not doing any CSS for grid item class itself. So that's why we don't need to add anything in the child. Okay. I will remove all the grid item class from here later. For now, just we don't need to have any div here. So just remove this div section from here. Okay, not you, my boy. My boy. I am trying to speak in English, but my English is very bad, so that's why I use any word from movies that I remember and I just say it. Okay, like I was hoping it will work or it not work. Whatever word in my mind comes first, I just used it. Okay, grid 4. What it will do? Okay, it divide the grid in the 4 part. Okay, nice. Grid 2, it divided the full width in the 2 part. Okay, so with this I will never able to create flexible children. Okay, that's why I was creating the grid items class to give them the flexible bits that I need to do. Okay, like let me explain you. If this has the style of, what is the problem here? Okay, don't use empty. Okay, I will fill it like grid column. I will do it from span to. It is the, like I will make it 4 grid, so it will span 2 of from them. Okay, it is working. And if I have one div here, like I add one div here. Okay, it is already in center. Okay, in my CSS everything is from, is in my way. It's like if you are already a developer, like CSS developer, then you can do all of these things. But if you are not, then what you will do? Okay, so that's why we have the classes. Let's say class grid item 2. Just give him class grid item dash 1. Okay, just remove this from here. and we need to division, not self-gliding. Okay, span is also not. Let me die. What is okay? Just use two dips. Okay, no problem. Like, this is not a proper solution. I need to add. Just go. Fuck you. Oh, sorry. I can't do these things on the live internet. Okay. Like whenever I work on the project, I use these languages in my mind. So that's why I am doing the live stream. So this word will come out of my mouth. So don't take it serious. Okay. Now let's start working where we are working on. Okay. Offset. Like, is there something like this? Offset. Yeah, whatever it is mean. ऑफसेट किसी बात के असर को कम कर देना, कमी पूरी करना. I don't know. Offset in Bootstrap. Yes, we have offset in Bootstrap. Let me just see it. Where is the yes? Here we using the offset. Here they are using offset, right? Justify content mid center. Okay. Why I also can't use the same thing in my grid system? Because this is the main thing that I need to achieve. But first, let me see the offset. Where is the offset? Yes, here is the offset. Align self start and no, not this. Justify content. No, not this. Not this. Not this. Not this. Okay, here we have offset and then value. Okay. We are also going to add this. I need offset 1. Like I upgrade 4 grid, then I am using 2 for this, and I am using offset 1. So that's why it will slide it to 1 into the next grid. Okay. So let me achieve all of these with the help of CSS. Okay, we have many media queries. Okay, but I don't care for anything right now. Okay, dot grid item. We have okay. We are already inside the grid. So let me see it from this perspective. We are inside the grid, then we are having grid. Okay, so just need to use and. No need to use and. Just do it this way. Okay, because the grid item inside it, and for grid item I am just using for 2 for now, and paste the CSS that I copied. Okay, now we can add the for loop. store variable I from y when we need grid item 1 at all from 2 to and to 8. Okay, 2 to 8 or 2 through 8. What is the difference in 2 to 8 and 2 through 8? I don't know, and I don't need to understand. And here we can use this like the same way that we used before, and here we are going to use it as well. $1. Okay, what in the combination of span 2? So how semicolon expected? Like I just forget how to use the variable inside. Like here I used repeat, then I add this. Okay, can I do this thing? No. Okay, $I. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, it is working. Now what is happening here? Prettier. Okay. Okay, I need to change the default. Configure default parameter prettier. Okay, now it is working. And I need to wash the CSS to do it. The work it is was doing. Is everything working? Okay. Now let's just see. Okay, it is. Go to the HTML. So this is part of grid, not form itself. Okay, so why we are testing it here? Okay, just for fun, let's just only create offset 1. Okay, and inside it we are going to have what we can do to I don't know what we can use to offset any grid. So this part I currently don't know. So I'm not going to touch it for now. Okay, no problem. You are not going to touch it, then don't touch it. Don't touch it. Touch it. This is wrong. Don't touch it. Okay, don't not going to touch it. Then what I am going to do? Let's go to the grid part and add some things here. like in the dev section. Yes, here we have the grid. Just duplicate it and okay, grid laptop 12. Do I have 12 grid system? Oh, I think no, I have the 12 grid system. By default, I have 8 grid system, then I have 8 grid system, 4, 6, 8, then 10, then 12. What is happening here? Okay, I don't know what I just did. I think I just ruined. Then go to the 12. That's it. Ah. I don't know. Just make it 12 and in here I'm going to use grid of 8, the default one, and I am going to remove the 12 system here. Dash 1, dash 2. Okay, I already don't have the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I don't have anything for 1. For 1, we don't need any class. Okay, just save it and see the magic. Magic is here. Like, can you see this? 1, 2, 3. Then it is 4, 5, 6, 7. So like I can do this. I can do this way. Like 1 and 2, 3, 3, 3, 6 or 2, 8. Okay, complete. Let me complete the 4, 4, 8 part. And let me complete the 3 and 5 part. And let me complete the 6 and 2 part. And let me complete the 7 and 1 part. Okay, you can see it right now. Here, can you see this? From here to here. This is we just achieved. Now we can create the dynamic width and size, whatever size we need. Okay, this is the thing that I was talking about. Okay, so I think we achieved it, but we just overcomplicated the things. Okay, the default grids will have the 8 columns. Okay, but with the device size we can have the downgrades as well as upgrades. Oh, I just forget the upgrades part. With the upgrades we can go to the 12, and with the downgrades we can go to the 4. Like in small mobile we only have maximum of 4. In mobile we have maximum of 6. In tablet we have maximum of 8. In a small laptop we have maximum of 10. In grid laptop we have maximum of 12. Okay, no problem at all. Now the thing is that I don't think anything is there. Now I need to just work on the part which can we do something. Okay, we can't do this. We can't. Okay, all of these things are useless. Okay, now where is the span? Okay, here is the span. Start grip column start. Grid column start. If I make it one, okay, but it is saying that I am not understanding. Okay, here it is working. But the thing is that the span thing is stopped working. Invalid property value to span 4.